Christopher Cozier is a visual artist working in several mediums. His work is constantly challenging the idea of culture as a fixed and unchanging reality. So in his paintings and assemblages, we see the postcard image of a Caribbean island fade away as more complex issues of a newly independent mass media society begin to confront the viewer.
The way art has been shown in Trinidad and most of the islands, it's like how you walk into an expensive store in a big city, you know, and you don't have a cent in your blasted pocket. You walk in there to watch some designer thing, and the clerk sees you walking towards the object, and he kind of goes like, and automatically all your self-confidence breaks down because you just a country bookie from somewhere. You don't have no big fat credit card to pay no $800 for underpants. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you're just intimidated. So you take a quick glance and you run back out the place because you realize class warfare going on here. That's the way in which art has been shown to the public in the Caribbean. You know, as something exclusive, refined for exclusive, refined people. And consequently, the public resents it. What I like about this one is it talks about different kinds of migration, and he going the opposite way. Shit. All right. The idea of the rubber stamps, you know, it's kind of a nice homage to the, I suppose, to the space in which I grew up in. You know, both my parents were civil servants, you know, and there's something kind of bizarrely bureaucratic, you know, about stamping these drawings, you know, constantly, you know. I think the work that interests me more is when I can convert something from my experience into something that defines the experience of people like myself. You know, when I first started to think I wanted to make art, that was a time when art was like something separate from the society, and the artists used means and methods like painting or drawing or whatever to render the society, you know, and the appropriate subjects were considered to be the culture. So you would render a house, you would render the people, you would render the activities of the people. And that to me, rather than being a way of integrating the process of art making into the society, that was a way of art making actually declaring its distance from the society. The society was the subject, and then you wondered what is the location of the person that's observing the subject. With the work I'm making now, I felt that in my own work, I went through that cycle, and the methods and the means and the ways that I find myself working are sort of tied in with with the whole idea of being here and being of and from here. You know, we are such a strange space. You know, a pen made in China becomes synonymous with the experience of growing up here, yes, because everybody used it in primary school to learn to write, to sit common entrance and whatever. I go, right, Una man boy, man in control of space, and you see larger than the land itself, you know?
Larger than the land, bigger than the
larger than everything. You see, it's a kind of narrative about the space, but right now I have some new ones that I want to convert to the stamp. These two I took from 19th century catalogs, right? You know, because they really talk about the space you grew up in, you know, the man in control of land, and I like it too because it's in a circle. So it really made a nice thing for like a monogram for a pocket, you know? It's like a monogram. I mean, Trinidad is a place where every corner you turn, it's a mosque, it's a temple, it's, you know, all kind of things going on around you on a daily basis. Different food, different music. It's just that we are constantly in process, and being in process is the business that we are about. I can't help myself but to make the work in the way that I do it. It's defined by my personal history and my personal response to the histories that surround me.
All alone in deep river water. You ain't got no